Chrisean Jesus Porter was born in Baltimore, Maryland. If Junior is not my son, I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. Any father on here, any real man, stand-up man that potentially has the privilege of being a father would want to make things right and would want to know if that's his child.
See who Junior's dad is? Like literally. I don't want to get gangster with you. You don't want to get gangster with me.
Yeah, because obviously whoever the dad is needs to be here to provide and protect and make sure you don't turn out like the rest of everybody else.
Yeah, that way.
Okay,
So,
guys. So I asked so he can get.
Here's Shawnee.
I'm the youngest in the competition. I've been through more than most. It was a struggle growing up, and I was even homeless. Athletics saved me. It was like an outlet for me to put all my stress, all my pain on the track. I want to win ultimate tag and put myself through college, and I'm going to win tonight.
Let's go, Shawnee! Shawnee.
Oh, you met your blind date? Wait, we're gonna do it later. Like 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, be serious. Look at this shit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, y'all.
Chrisean. That nigga got a weak ass explosion, bro. That nigga explosion, weak as fuck. Look.
You're not finna just disrespect me for no reason and think,
You call me a bitch all the time, though.
okay. And you are one. I call you a bitch right now.
What?
Because that's what you are. That's what you are.
I'm not.
Okay, what are you?
Chrisean.
Did Chrisean really play a part in what happened to Ronny? That question has taken over social media, with people throwing around theories, threats, and supposed confessions that sound almost unbelievable. What started as a disagreement about who Junior's real father is quickly turned into public fights, online arguments, and a tragic ending that left everyone wondering what was going on behind closed doors. The trouble began with one question: who fathered Junior? What should have been a private issue spread online in seconds? From heated moments in a mall to mysterious posts across different platforms, Chrisean suddenly found every move of hers being examined. A single comment or reaction became enough for people to accuse her of things she never imagined she would be accused of. Suddenly, she wasn't just involved in a messy argument. Some people were calling for her to be investigated. Everything blew up the day Ronny confronted her in a mall. He wasn't calm or quiet about it. He showed up demanding answers and made it very clear he believed he was Junior's father. He didn't wait for a private conversation or a peaceful moment. He pressed her publicly, pointing at her, asking for proof, and insisting on a DNA test. To make things even louder, he posted photos from the confrontation, claiming he had every right to be involved in Junior's life. His message was simple: "That's my son, and I want evidence." Clarissa, Blueface's mother, stepped into the situation right away. She supported Ronny online and argued that if Chrisean had nothing to hide, she should let him take the test. To her, the refusal made everything look suspicious. Instead of helping calm things down, her involvement pushed the argument to a wider audience. People online started forming opinions without knowing the full story, and every new post seemed to cause another round of arguments. Chrisean refused to give Ronny the test he wanted, and from that moment, the situation spun out of control. Fans split into groups, picking sides based on tiny clips, screenshots, and rumors. The argument grew so big that people who had nothing to do with the situation felt the need to comment on it. Suddenly, it wasn't just about paternity, it turned into a public fight where every word was being twisted. But the truth was, this was only the beginning. What happened at the mall was only the first spark in a much bigger fire. For a while, Ronny didn't push for another test because he believed the one shown on the Zeus show was real. He accepted it and stayed quiet, trusting that it was accurate. Later, he discovered that the test had been staged for the show and wasn't legitimate. That changed everything for him. He now felt tricked and believed he had been misled into thinking he wasn't the father. With that realization, he insisted on a real test. Chrisean refused once again, and the public reaction was immediate. People felt like too many things weren't adding up. Videos were being reposted everywhere, and users started digging into old clips, old tweets, anything they could find. Clarissa jumped in repeatedly, calling out Chrisean and asking why she was avoiding the test. Blueface's circle added their own comments, pulling the argument into even more chaotic territory. Every moment of this feud played out in front of millions of strangers who were eager to form their own theories. People couldn't understand why a simple DNA test was being avoided. Some felt she was protecting herself, while others believed she was tired of the harassment and didn't want to entertain Ronny anymore. No matter which side people stood on, the disagreement only grew louder. Then the story took a shocking turn. A few months after all this chaos started, Ronny was shot and killed in Maryland just outside Baltimore. It wasn't a random incident. Police confirmed right away that it was a targeted attack. Emergency crews tried to save him, but he didn't survive the ride to the hospital. As soon as the news broke, people online froze. The situation went from messy drama to something much darker. Social media blew up instantly. Dozens of theories started forming within minutes. Some people connected his death to the feud with Chrisean, while others believed it might have been related to something else in his life. Ronny's family was devastated. His uncle shared a heartbreaking message saying he had cried through the night and couldn't believe he was now responsible for burying someone he considered a son. His pain was clear, and the message spread fast, adding even more emotion to the situation. People were furious that Ronny died before receiving the DNA test he asked for. Some accused Chrisean of playing games, while others said the internet was being unfair to her. Chrisean posted her condolences and said she had nothing to do with what happened. She also shared a DNA test from 2023 showing that Blueface was Junior's father. To her, the matter was settled. She told people that if anyone had information about Ronny's killer, they should go straight to the police. But even that didn't calm anyone down. The comments kept coming. Some believed her, others thought she was deflecting. Screenshots, clips, and old statements were pulled apart as people tried to piece together their own version of the truth. At the same time, her drama with Blueface continued to grow. Their up-and-down relationship only made everything messier. Viewers watched their arguments play out online, while also trying to decide if Chrisean's denial about Ronny was genuine. Every vague comment she posted was treated like a hidden message. If she posted a quote, people assumed it was related to the situation. If she looked upset on live, people claimed it was guilt. If she smiled, people claimed she didn't care. No matter what she did, it fueled more discussion. By this stage, the situation had blown far past a simple argument over who fathered a child or a heartbreaking loss. It had turned into one of the most talked about stories online. People everywhere wanted answers. Was Chrisean being honest, or was something deeper happening that no one had pieced together yet? And the moment that followed pushed the story even further into chaos. Everything took a turn at the airport. Witnesses said Chrisean was emotional, upset, and completely overwhelmed. She confronted Blueface right there in public. Her voice was breaking. She was visibly angry, and she wasn't holding anything back. In the middle of the argument, she let out a line that nobody expected to hear. She snapped and said, "If Blue keeps playing with me, I'll put him in the ground like I did Ronny." Those words set the internet on fire. People posted clips and screenshots the second the confrontation hit social media. Her sentence spread faster than anything she'd said before. Viewers were stunned, shocked, and confused. To many, it sounded like she was admitting something she had never said out loud. She quickly tried to take it back, claiming she didn't mean it literally. But once it was online, there was no undoing it. That one outburst made her look like the main suspect in the eyes of an already emotional and divided audience. Blueface didn't respond publicly, but the people around him did. Clarissa, his mother, didn't stay quiet. She called Chrisean out on social media, criticizing her for making such alarming claims. She pointed out how dangerous those words could be for her legally. Her comments added more pressure, and soon everyone online had something to say. Some warned Chrisean to think about her future before speaking like that. Others felt she had gone too far and needed to take responsibility for the mess she had created. This airport incident wasn't just another fight between her and Blueface. It instantly became the major turning point. The story shifted from personal drama to something that could have real legal consequences. With Ronny's case still unsolved and investigators watching public reactions, every move she made from that moment on carried more weight. While Blueface avoided adding fuel to the fire, the reactions from his family, fans, and even strangers were loud and immediate. Clarissa doubled down on her criticism, calling Chrisean reckless and irresponsible. Online, people began labeling her all sorts of things. Some said she was manipulative, others believed she was reacting out of stress and heartbreak. No matter the opinion, the internet couldn't look away. People began whispering that Ronny's family might push for the investigation to be reopened. His death had already been identified as a homicide, and no suspect had ever been confirmed. Now, after hearing her airport comments, some felt they had new reason to look closer. Each viral clip made the conversation even more intense, and social media users started speculating again about what really happened the night Ronny died. Fans were split on how Chrisean should move forward. A portion of them begged her to step back from the chaos and focus on herself and her child. Others accused her of stirring up drama and refusing to take accountability for the pain she had caused. The general feeling was that she had crossed a line with her words, and the consequences were only beginning to reveal themselves. The reaction online didn't slow down for a second. The more people discussed her behavior, the more her reputation seemed to shift. Some videos described her as someone who always made herself the victim. Others accused her of twisting situations to her benefit or using emotional language to escape responsibility. Every clip added a new layer to her already complicated public image. Then came the legal angle. Since Ronny's death was already ruled a homicide, many wondered whether her statements could be used against her. Would investigators take notice? Would the case be reopened? Or was this another example of online drama blowing up without any real consequences? People argued about it non-stop, unsure whether her threat was just emotional or something more serious. The combination of unanswered questions, real loss, public pressure, and shocking statements made the situation hard to look away from. Many wondered whether she would be held responsible for her words. Some argued that the threat alone could cause legal trouble. Others believed her comment was made out of anger and didn't reflect any real action. The story had turned into something that blurred the line between entertainment and a real legal situation. What makes it even more intense is how quickly things escalated. A paternity dispute grew into confrontations, fake DNA tests, and tragic loss. Ronny's death changed everything. It left people devastated and desperate for clarity. Then came Chrisean's emotional airport statement, which sent the story spiraling again. Her denial, her behavior online, and the arguments with Blueface only drew more attention. The biggest question is one that no one can answer yet. How much of this is emotional chaos, and how much of it could have real consequences? Her conflicts with Blueface, the constant attention, and the non-stop online reaction show how fast private issues can become a worldwide topic. In the end, the truth is in the hands of the authorities, but the public has already formed strong opinions. Some believe she needs to be held responsible for her comments. Others think she needs support and time to work on herself. What everyone agrees on is that one careless comment can change everything, especially when it's caught on camera and shared with millions. So now, people are left wondering, could one emotional outburst turn her into a serious suspect? Or was this simply another moment of messy celebrity drama that got blown way out of proportion? Share what you think. Could her words lead to real consequences? Or will this story fade away like so many others? And if you want to follow more stories like this, make sure to check out our other videos, where the chaos, conflicts, and unexpected twists keep the internet glued to the screen.